The most common question you will get on a Friday afternoon from a Dutch speaker at work. Wat ga jij dit weekend doen? In this video, I help you with chit-chat about your weekend plans. Let's start with a short clip to understand the context. Listen and don't forget to turn on your subtitles so that you can read along.
Hey, een berichtje van Anna. Wat ga jij doen dit weekend? Ik ga sporten, maar ik wil ook graag gaan uit eten. Ga je mee? Oh, ik kan niet. Ik ga haar even bellen. Hoi Anna, wat leuk dat je mij uitnodigt. Ik kan helaas niet. Ik ga met mijn vriend winkelen in Amsterdam en we gaan daar ook overnachten. Misschien kunnen we lunchen op zondag? Ik ga nu even wandelen. Bel je me terug?
If you want to talk about your weekend, you need a few building blocks, things to work on so that you can speak Dutch in public and talk about your weekend. So in this video, we're focusing on discussing your weekend plans, like speaking about your weekend on Friday. So we need the future tense, for instance, but we also need some other grammar, and I will help you with it. For instance, the building block adverbs of sequence to give your sentences a bit more structure to make a cohesive story. But we're going to start with the future tense.
You can form the future tense in two ways. You can either use gaan plus infinitive or zullen plus infinitive, and there are a few differences between them. I usually tell my students to use gaan because it indicates a plan or an intention. It's direct and informal. For instance, ik ga in september beginnen met mijn studie. So I conjugated gaan, ik ga, and I use the infinitive, beginnen. Ik ga in september beginnen met mijn studie. This sentence tells about my plan, and it's pretty direct and informal. When you want to use zullen, you can do that if you are talking about a prediction, something that might happen, or a promise in the future. It's more indirect compared to gaan, and it's a bit more formal. Ik zal morgen boodschappen doen. I conjugated zullen, ik zal, and I use the infinitive, boodschappen doen. This is a promise. I will do the grocery shopping tomorrow. It's a promise for the future.
Okay, let's move on to the next thing, the next building block, which is adverbs of sequence. And it sounds complicated, but it's not. Let me explain it in the most easy way possible.
Using adverbs of sequence will help you create a cohesive story instead of just saying random sentences. And the adverbs you can use are eerst, dan, daarna, vervolgens, and tot slot or ten slotte. So at the beginning of a story, you can use eerst. Eerst ga ik naar de markt. Eerst. Dan ga ik naar huis en lunch ik. Daarna, after that, ga ik naar een vriendin. We gaan samen shoppen. Vervolgens, up next, gaan we uit eten. And then at the end of a story, you can use either tot slot or ten slotte. Tot slot kom ik thuis en ga ik tv kijken. Om 11 uur ga ik naar bed. All of these examples start with an adverb of sequence with a rest part, which means you need to use inversion of the subject and verb. So for instance, it's eerst ga ik naar de markt instead of eerst ik ga. That is incorrect.
Adverbs of sequence, they affect the word order, but don't freak out. It's not that complicated. I'm going to teach you how to do that. You're already on my channel. After this video, go to my playlists, check out the playlist about word order, and there you can find videos that will help you build sentences in Dutch. And if you want to deep dive into the subject even more, then check the description of those videos because there's a hidden offer, a 1-hour masterclass and 160 exercises to practice sentence structure, all available for just a few euros. So go to that playlist after you've watched this video, obviously. Back to discussing weekend plans. Here are some nouns and some verbs you can use when you want to talk about your weekend plans.
Zwemmen. Naar het zwembad gaan. Voetbal kijken. Naar de bioscoop gaan. Uit eten. Dansen. In de tuin werken of tuinieren. Naar een pretpark gaan. Naar de speeltuin gaan. Vrienden bezoeken en sporten.
If you have plans but you don't know the Dutch word for that activity, then let me know in the comments and I will help you. Learning new words is useful, but what about useful phrases? Let's add that building block to this video as well.
Heb je al plannen voor het weekend? Do you already have plans for the weekend? Wat ga je dit weekend doen? What are you going to do this weekend? Ik ben van plan om. I'm planning to. Misschien ga ik. Maybe I will. Niet zoveel. Not that much. Dat klinkt goed. That sounds good. Klinkt leuk. Sounds good. Wat leuk. How nice. Veel plezier. Have fun. Geniet ervan. Enjoy it. Wat een leuk plan. What a nice plan.
Now that we've worked on our building blocks, let's put them together and create a speaking template. Well, actually, I did this already for you. You just have to sit, read along, and mimic my sounds. That's crucial. So read out loud and repeat this process as many times as needed. Long enough to feel, I got this. I can do this in real life.
Wat ga jij doen dit weekend? Ik ga een vriendin bezoeken. Dat klinkt goed. Wat gaan jullie doen? Niet zoveel. We gaan bijkletsen. Wat leuk. Veel plezier. Heb jij al plannen voor het weekend? Ja, ik ga naar Amsterdam. Dat klinkt goed. Wat ga je daar doen? Ik ga naar een museum en ik ga uit eten met mijn vriend. Wat leuk. Veel plezier.
Okay, I have 2 questions for you and I want you to think about how you would say this in Dutch. This one and this one. Think about it for a second. It's wat ga je dit weekend doen? And klinkt goed. Of dat klinkt goed. Wat ga jij dit weekend doen? Let me know in the comments. I'm here to show you that learning Dutch doesn't have to be complicated. Just browse through my channel and reach out to me if you have any questions. I hope to see you in the next video. Tot de volgende!